One of the things that we talk about around here at Clear Creek is sticky faith. And that's language that we got from Kara Powell and Chap Clark in their book called Sticky Faith, where they ask the question, how can we build lasting faith in our children? I read this book many years ago when my kids were young, and it's been influential for me as a parent, as a dad who thinks about how my kids will be when they're older and the type of faith that they'll have. And two things stood out to me as I read this book, or many things, but two I want to share with you today. The first are sticky conversations. The authors challenge us to have conversations about faith and about sticky subjects and tricky subjects with our kids, even from a young age. And in order to do that, I've learned over the years, I have to be intentional and I have to set time aside and decide when I'm going to talk about these things with my kids. It's been good for me to be challenged in that way. And another concept that this book introduced to me was the idea of having a sticky web of relationships in the lives of my kids. Chap Clark says that many people who plan youth events and activities have to think in ratios. For example, they need maybe at least one adult for every 5 children for the event or activity they're planning. And he takes that ratio and he says parents need to flip it around. Each of our children need at least 5 adults in their life who know the Lord and can help influence them to have faith in Him. These could be parents, not just other parents, but teachers and coaches and friends and family members. And that's challenged me to make sure I have a community around me that'll help have voices in my children's lives. Listen, we know that raising children can be challenging in and of itself, and to think about building faith in them from a young age that'll last their whole lives can be daunting. But you don't have to do this alone. We've got resources available for you. In fact, Chap Clark came to Clear Creek Community Church in January of 2021 and did a parenting forum. The video for that forum is linked in the description below. And while he was in town, Chap and I sat down and recorded a podcast. You can find that in the description below as well. Those resources and many others like articles and other podcasts are available at clearcreekresources.org. And one last thing. If you want to be challenged by the concepts in this book and you want to ask yourself the question, how can I grow in the way I build faith in my children that will last? We'd like to give you a free copy of this book, no strings attached. And all you have to do is send an email to the email address in the description below. And we'll make sure you can come by and get one. The last thing I want you to know is this: you're not alone. We're in this together.